Shelby Bells, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. There has been some updates, honey, to the James Charles situation where he got engaged. There's some updates to that story, so if you want to hear more about that, then make sure that you keep on watching. Okay guys, so I was made privy to some very interesting information. I witnessed it in person, exclusive. This is gonna be an exclusive update from a witness at the scene of when Rich Lux interviewed the guy Chris Bonilla, who was seen with James Charles. I was there, we were hanging out, and Rich was like, the guy wants to be on the channel. And I was like, wow, you know what? He reached out to me too to be on my channel, and I haven't really responded to him yet, but girl, that's you, go ahead. Like, that's gonna be better for your channel, right? So I was there and I stepped out of the room. I had the phone in my hand and I called Chris and I said, hi Chris, this is Shelby. I'm calling on behalf of Rich Lux. How are you? And he said, I'm doing well. How are you? And I said, I'm doing so good. So I was wondering if you had a couple minutes to talk about the James Charles situation that you messaged Rich about with Rich. And he said, yeah, I have some time. And I was like, okay, great. So he's filming the intro right now. And in just a minute, we're gonna put you on live. Is that gonna be okay? And he said, yes. And so I was like, okay, perfect. So I walked over, I opened the door to the studio. I said, he's ready. And Rich was filming and doing his thing. And Rich was like, oh, we got the caller right here, girl. And then I passed off the phone to Rich, sat my happy ass down in the corner and listened. And girl, I'm gonna play it for you so you can hear it. So roll.
Yes, Primer Impacto on Rich Lux channel only, girl.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's hear it.
Okay, so I know James for a couple of months. So I've seen him, here and there. I seen him, at Rodeo. I seen him in Beverly Hills. Here and there. That girl, she's always up and down. But
yes.
Lately, with the chisme that's going on, I haven't seen much of her. So
because James Charles has been in hiding.
Yeah, she was in hiding, and I haven't heard from her in, I wouldn't say since March.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't, I haven't seen her. So I was like, this girl, it's Hollywood. Everybody talks, and I know her, so I'm not gonna be judging, from what I hear on the streets. So yes. I tend to have my own opinion. Allegedly,
yes,
because I know her personally, so I have my own opinion on that. So, anywho, so we ended up going to the club. We met there.
Yes. Wait. Hold on. The tea was so hot. The phone fell. The tea was so hot.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So y'all went to the club together?
We met at the club.
Y'all met at the club. Okay,
at the
Abbey in West Hollywood.
Yes, in West Hollywood, that's one of my favorite places. Now,
let me ask you this, Chris: was James Charles drinking?
No, he was not drinking.
Okay. I just want to know. We're very nosy people over here. Okay, so go ahead.
Of course, you gotta ask.
Okay.
Yes, no, she was not drinking. I was, I had a little drink here, a little there, and then next thing you know, we're there, we're dancing, and next thing you know, he comes up to me, he's like, oh, don't tell anybody that we're here, blah, 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 I can't be seen, and I'm like, okay, girl, like, I know, like, girl, like, it's Hollywood, everybody's gonna recognize you, like, come on, girl, like.
But this is the issue. Why couldn't he be seen? That, I don't understand, because of the hate and the corona or stuff, just being at the club?
Well, being in the public figure, you always get judged, when, you're out the house, like Nikita Dragon not wearing a mask, like so, if they see James Charles on the streets with no mask, it's gonna be on the headlines like James Charles not wearing a mask. Right?
Exactly. Okay, I get it. Okay.
So, I was wearing a mask as well, but I took it off inside because, I'm vaccinated and, everybody's there.
Well, let me tell you this. I was at the Abbey 2 weeks ago. Yes, I flew from Houston to California. I was booked for a gig. And let me tell you this. Half the people in the club weren't wearing a mask.
Oh, Lord. But did they ask you to show your vaccination card?
They did. They asked to show the vaccination card to get into the club. Yeah.
Okay, good. But apparently you don't have to wear the mask once you're inside. Yeah. That's your choice if you want to.
Now, I want to ask you this, Chris, because I feel like you owe it to the people. A lot of people are saying that was a fake James Charles impersonator. You were there. Was it really James Charles or was it fake?
Well, let me just speak the truth over here because I don't hang out with impersonators. I'm not fake the house. I'm not, putting stuff online for the views. That's not true.
Okay.
Like if I'm real the house over here, Primer impacto,
Yes.
So I only, if I'm going to post a celebrity, it's on their consent that they say that it's okay for me to be with them, like I hanged out with Jordan Woods, I hanged out with Lisa Vanderpump.
Yep, and we're gonna throw all those photos up here on the screen so people can see.
Well, I have the receipts, so
yes.
I don't gotta lie.
You got the receipts and deleted tweets. Yes.
I got this and deleted text messages and messages.
Oh.
So but I don't talk bad about any celebrities. Never. I like
yes.
How they are, and have to respect their privacy as well. But like sometimes, like when I meet some celebrities on the streets, they're like, "Oh, I just don't want to be online like that." So
hold on, let me ask one of my assistants something very. Can we get the name of that person who said Chris was lying? Do we have that person's name? Chris, we have someone who was leaving messages all over the internet saying you're lying the house.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say their name. You might know this person. If you do, girl, they're being shady the house. And if you don't, just say I don't know her at all. Okay, here we go. The name is
Rose Gonzalez.
Do you know her?
Instagram is a Mama Raz.
Who?
A Mama Raz on Instagram.
A Mama Raz on Instagram.
And Rose Gonzalez on YouTube is their name.
Girl, that's the first time I've ever heard of those
names. Okay, see that people be running around lying the house.
They're irrelevant to me. I don't know them, so I can't speak on them.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody has their own opinion.
Yeah.
And conspiracies. But like I said, I wouldn't lie. So that is James Charles.
That was James Charles, and I agree. I agree because if you clock at the house, the nail in your picture, his nails match his nail at home.
Of course.
They were the same nails. You know what I'm saying? It was the same nail. He had the same busted eyeshadow. Love him so much. Same hair. He had the same hair. He had that same lazy eye. That was James Charles. Now,
of course, it's
okay, we love James Charles' house. Now, the other rumor circulating in West Hollywood is that you and James Charles got married that night because of a photo that you posted that had a giant ring on it, right?
Yes.
Now, I don't know if that was your hand. It could have been someone else's hand, a friend of yours or whatever. But you have to understand, what the people saw was you and James Charles at the club dipping it and doing it. And then the next picture on the story was you with a giant rock on your hand to get married. Wow. So then people were like, well, did he get married? Is Chris married to James Charles? Or was that just, having fun?
Well, I like how you said we're dipping it and doing it. Like, that was...
Yes, dipping it and doing it, yes.
Because James the house was dipping it and doing it. I was doing it too, but... So we were there, and then next thing you know, we were on the dance floor. We walked to the chapel, which is, next door to the Abbey or connected to it. So we were there, and then next thing you know, somebody had this ring, like those, you remember those 90s lollipop rings?
Yes, I love those. I love those. Yes. Yes.
So we saw one of those, but it was a light out one, with the light. So somebody had it, and then James grabs the ring, and then he's like, here you go, and then puts it on my ring finger, and I'm like, oh, okay.
So
James,
so James Charles grabbed the ring and put it on your finger.
Yes, but I didn't get that on video because I was like, I have.
That's the proposal. That's the proposal, right? There we go. There we go. Now, did you say yes? Did you say yes?
I didn't.
Or do you have to think about it?
Yes or no? I just, I'm engaged. That's all
Oh, the drama! You already engaged. So he's a home wrecker now.
Oh.
He's out there trying to take you away from your man. Oh my God! Oh, girl.
Oh Lord.
Do you think? Oh my. Okay, so do you think James Charles used you to divert from all his current drama? And it was like, well, if I get married tonight, people won't think this bad about me. You know what I'm saying? Or do you think I'm just reaching at that point?
A lot of people have different opinions. Everybody, is, has their skeletons in their closet. Mm-hmm. And, I think, James is an amazing person. And people, talk bad about, different people. So it doesn't matter. But James I don't think he purposely did that to, make a conspiracy or make theories. So, James does whatever he wants, and, whatever happens is, to have a good time. And we had a good time at the chapel, so I got a ring at the chapel. So
you got a ring at the chapel. Well, you know what? I mean, that ring is probably going to be worth a lot of money now. Even though it's a little plastic fake ring, it was the ring that James Charles gave you. It was the... It was the amor.
YouTube, for sale. If this doesn't work.
Yep, you can put the ring on sale. We'll auction it off.
Yes, to the highest bidder.
To the highest bidder. So let me ask you this: did James Charles have security or bodyguards with him that night?
I didn't show up with him at the same time I showed up there. I believe I was there like a couple of minutes before him. I didn't see him, walking in with any security. I didn't, see. Believe he was with two other friends.
Were they male or female?
They were males.
Okay, he showed the club, two guys. Okay.
Yes.
So he wasn't drinking. Y'all hang out. Okay. And then I saw there was a video circulating of him dancing on the dance floor. So then, did you see that other receipt? That he had went out to dinner before the club. Did you see that?
Yes, when somebody called him James Churros?
Yeah, James Churro. James Charros. We call him James Charros. Love him so much.
Well, yes, so, he was wearing obviously the same mask.
He was wearing the same nails. So it seems like he went to Saddle Ranch first to have dinner.
I've never been there.
It's really nice. It's very lovely. It's It's where you go. A lot of people say it's where you go if you want to get seen by the paparazzi. So it's very interesting that now not only did he try to home wreck your current love life, but then he's a liar because he went to Saddle Ranch, and everybody knows Saddle Ranch is where all the paparazzi go in Hollywood to take pictures of the celebrities. And James Charles was at Saddle Ranch. We have the photo up here. We're going to throw it on the screen. Him with another subscriber, and then he goes to the Abbey to go dance the night away, but then tells Chris, don't tell the paparazzi. Well, girl, what were you doing at the other restaurant then if you don't want to be seen?
Well, line the hat. Girl. Caught up.
Okay. Caught up. Now did James Charles give you a kiss? Buenas noches beso.
I don't kiss and tell.
So to the people in the comments, you can leave down below what you thought happened. I'm going to leave Chris's Instagram up here so you guys can see, you can follow. Please do not send Chris any hate. He was just at the club and ran into James Charles. He was an innocent bystander. Okay, and another victim of James Charles. I'm just joking. But thank you for calling in. Is there anything you want to say to the people watching?
Well, it's James Charles the house, and like I said, no impersonators allowed on this side of the world.
Oh my God, you guys. So you heard it there first. This is one of James Charles' friends. They've been hanging out for a couple months. This guy's also friends with Jordan Woods and somebody else I forgot already, but he's friends with people, okay? And apparently, James Charles and him are good Judies, okay? So, apparently James Charles was not drinking that night. That's what Chris said. There was a long pause before Chris said no, he wasn't drinking, but he did say that James wasn't drinking, okay? And it sounds like that this really was James Charles out in Hollywood at the club at the Abbey, okay? A lot of people were saying that it couldn't be James Charles because the hair was different. Somebody in my comments was saying the nails were different, and I was like, no, girl. The pink nails that I posted were not James's nails. That was Chris's nails. If you look in the picture of James Charles, you can see his little nude square nails on the top here. His hand's this way, but you can see his little nude square nails there. And then the hair looks really similar to what his hair is looking like right now too. And then also, James was seen at the Saddle Ranch as well. The same night, wearing the same thing. So here's the thing. It's like, are those two in it together? Because here's the other part, okay? This is the real tea. I had somebody in my comment section who was saying, girl, I've known Chris for a long time. That's my childhood friend. And that was not James Charles, girl. I'm not gonna lie to you. He just wants attention, and that's why he did this. It's fake. She said straight up, it's fake. And I was like, it's fake? You think it's fake? I was like, oh, well, whatever, girl. It's a slow news day. He got a video out of it, you know? But after talking with Chris on the phone, or me listening to that conversation on the phone, I don't know. Was it the real James Charles or was it a fake? Is Chris lying or is Chris really telling the truth? And if Chris is telling the truth and him and James Charles have been hanging out for a couple months, why is Chris selling James Charles out to a drama channel and posting stuff and messaging drama channels about where James is at when James doesn't want people to know where he's at? Because let us not forget, in those messages that Chris sent Rich, Chris said, hey, he told me not to tell anyone or post anything with him here or else the paparazzi would come. So he didn't want people to know he was out and about. So if this guy Chris is good Judies with Rich, then why would he be if this guy, it's not Rich, with James, okay, sorry. If this guy is good Judies with James, then why did he message Rich about where James was when James asked him not to tell anybody that he was there? That's what I want to know. Because to me, if you're good Judy, if you're good friends, and someone says, hey, I don't want the paparazzi to come, so don't let anybody know I'm here. But then you go around and you tell one of the biggest drama channels on this platform that you're there, that James Charles is there, to me, that's not a good friend, girl. That's not a good friend, girl. And I'm just saying, nothing against Chris. I'm sure he's a lovely person, but that does not sound like a good friend to me, girl. So that's my biggest question, is if this whole situation is real, and he made it seem like they were very good friends, why is he throwing James under the bus to one of the biggest drama channels on the platform when James doesn't want to be seen out? Unless James is behind the whole thing and saying, no, girl, I'm going to tell you, don't tell anybody that I'm here, but I want you to message all the drama channels and let them know I'm here, because I want to distract from the fact that I'm messaging underage guys. And at least I'm at the club and I'm not at the arcade, because they got mad at me for being at the arcade because my fly was down. But now, if I'm at the club, I'm with of age people. And I did say, better at the club than at the arcade with the young kids. And I stand by that, okay? Anyway, I want to know what you guys think about this situation in the comment section down below. Do you think that this was James Charles? Do you think that Chris is telling the truth, or do you think that he's lying? Let me know all of your thoughts on that in the comment section down below. And actually, before I go, I have a really, really exciting thing that I finally get to share with you guys. And I'm so, so excited. So, it's been announced. It's been announced by him, so I can finally announce it, and I'm so excited. You guys, presenting the Kiss Me Now Cosmetics X Rich Luxe Lash Collaboration Faux Mink Lashes, up to 25 to 30 time wear lashes. Wonky Lash. Can you guys see it? Wonky Lash. These lashes, I've been wearing these lashes for weeks and I haven't been able to tell anybody what they were. Okay, I'm not wearing them right now. I am wearing another Kiss Me Now lash, but these lashes are incredible. They're so nice. They're flared on the end. They're faux mink. Not the ones I'm wearing are real mink, but these are faux mink, and they are just stunning. They are multiple layers, so they're nice and fluffy. The band is super nice and comfortable and curved to fit your eye really well. And they come in this awesome case with a magnet. Look up. With a magnet, see how this magnet's shut right there? So you can keep it and reuse it to hold your lashes. You guys, the lashes are called Wonky Lash. You guys can see. And they are inspired by Rich's Wonky Lash. But when we were choosing these lashes, he wanted to choose something that was a little bit more wearable than the big old frill ones he always wears. So he chose something wearable for the everyday girl or boy or whatever you identify as. That's just gorgeous and fluffy and flared and just amazing. So you guys, these are going to be launching on August 9th, and I'm really excited for you to pick them up. You can pick them up. I was part of the campaign, so you'll probably see those on my Instagram and stuff. If you're not following me on Instagram, then make sure you do that. It's at Beauty by ShelbyE, ShelBye, Beauty by Shelby. I'll leave it up on the screen when I do my outro for you guys so you can see it. You'll see a bunch of photos from the campaign on there. I had the pleasure of being a part of the campaign. Really great lashes, you guys. You can find these on kissmenowcosmetics.com on August 9th. And if you want to save some money when you're getting these lashes, then you can use code ShelbyE, ShelBye, at checkout, and you can save 10% off on these Rich Luxe X Kiss Me Now Cosmetics lashes. I'm going to get a close-up for you guys so you can see them. They're really awesome. They're great. So anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you liked it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all of my future videos when they do post. And you can follow me on all of my social media at Beauty by ShelbyE. That's ShelBye, all at Beauty by Shelby. And I'll leave that right up there on the screen for you so you can see it. If you're enjoying the Beauty by Shelby vibes, then YouTube should be suggesting a couple videos down here below for you to choose from. So I would love it if you did that. But if you're just here to catch up on the James Charles drama with that guy, he was out at the club and he got engaged and whatever the heck that story is, that's totally cool too, girl. Appreciate your view. Love you so. Thank you so much for watching today's video, you guys. Remember, all Shelby bells ring the bell, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.